welcome. This is Dad Mentality. I am Rodney Glover. I'm your host. So we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. So that's all. You'll definitely learn more about us as this podcast goes on. I'm grateful that I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what we're getting ready to get into and what we're going to start. The thing is, I've been blessed with a lot of friends that all are great men and dads. But I found that we don't talk to each other enough.
There is a difference between being a good man and being good at being a man.
He was about all these motorcycles, all these cars, everything I could think of,
I wouldn't change a thing. Like something you look at me like, wow. But honestly, man, I wouldn't change it. We experience and those things, ultimately make us who we are. That's what I believe. Like.
Hello. It's your boy, the Beast One. Thank you for joining us another week here at Dad Mentality. I'm glad to be here as we sit here. We go about this conversation. I told y'all we was talking about mindsets this week. So y'all know I don't do it by myself. I have my co-host with me, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure I give my man his credit. So, Matt joined us this year. For a while, I took away his cryptocurrency name tag. After I checked my Bitcoin this week, I'm going to go ahead and call him Matty Ice, cryptocurrency king. The diversified hustler is joining us today. How you doing, dog?
I'm doing great, man. About yourselves, man. Happy to be here.
Man, I'm doing great. Because we would have had to have a conversation at the end of the season if that Bitcoin thing didn't really go through, but it's really going through. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you your credit now. But I got my boy here. We've been together since we were 4 years old in the sandbox, throwing footballs and hitting people for no reason. It's my man, Coach, aka Vance Robs. How you doing, sir? How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good, man. We give Matt credit this week, you know what I'm saying? But that changes week to week. It changes week to week. He backing up the truck this week, but we're gonna let him back up the truck. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, he did talk us into the Bitcoin Friday, and we agreed. So we got to go ahead and let him know since Bitcoin right now is looking good, and I'm gonna definitely sell it at the end of this year, though. But fellas, we got a guest today. This gentleman, I met him I think probably maybe a month ago, hanging out with Matt at his shop. Y'all know, down at Precise Mini Mall. And I kind of looked around at his shop and saw what was going on, but I never really had the full effect until I came and hung out with him during his show. So the name of this show is Quotes by Many. His name is Greg. He's one of the hosts there. And I mean, the thing that these young guys, just watching young guys doing this and already having knowledge now that I wish I had at that age. Because, when I was that young, I was too busy doing the dumb stuff, running the streets or this, that, and the other. Or, even though I was, married and kept it simple, but, just watching these guys do what they do and see the happiness and just pure enjoyment of doing the show was something that just was refreshing to me. I wanted to have him on the show, and they definitely talk about mindset. So, my man Greg, how you doing today, sir?
What's good? I'm good. I ain't got no complaints. How you?
I'm good, man. I'm glad you joined us today. As we talked about this, you was definitely the first person I thought about when we talked about changing the mindset by your show having the quotes and some, I read the wall of quotes where there's it's like every week you have somebody pull out a quote and they discuss what it means to them, right?
Yep. That's exactly what we do.
Okay.
Get them to come in there, do the quote of the day. The quote of the day, you reach into the wine jar, pull out a quote, read the quote and say like what it meant to you
Okay.
or how it made you feel.
There you go. So, we're definitely going to get into the quotes later, but, here at Dad Mentality, we believe in self-care. So self-care is important. You need to always take care of yourself. If you're not talking to somebody, you can always talk to us. We definitely talk about our week. So we're going to go ahead and hop into our Twitch mental health check-in and checking to see how everybody's week is going. Matt, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go first. Start our week. Tell us how we doing. I like that wealthy and blessed shirt too, brother.
Appreciate it.
Frame, look kind of good.
Yeah.
I feel like we should all have one at some point in time. Give out some
I
merch.
mean, we keep following crypto, we might get one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Hopefully.
I come through the shop and pick y'all up one, man. 6375 Old Branch Avenue. Come check us out.
Like y'all got jobs. I know y'all got money.
Right. Man, he say nothing about no free stuff.
Hey, say, I got you, I'm gonna lace you. Yeah, everybody get a shirt. None of that, huh? Hey,
none of that.
Man, you gotta show some love for the cast, man.
His name is the diversified hustler, not the diversified freebie giver, right?
But yeah, man. But I'm feeling good this week though, man. About the same as I was last week, man. Still moving up the scale. I'm like 7.5, 8, man. I'm in a good place. Trying to get to that 10. But just working on some stuff for the end of this year. Got a new deal that I'm trying to see how I can work it out and finalize, man. Working with just something that's in the works, man, that could be great for Maddie Ice and Cream, for the ice cream company to expand. So I'm trying to figure that out to make, just trying to figure that out right now. So that's kind of where my mind's been at. So I'm excited about that. But family's good, everybody's well. So, at a 7.5, 8, man. No complaints, but definitely still could feel better, but feeling good though overall.
Okay. All right. Vance, you wanna go next?
Yeah, I mean I'll go next. I've been playing it, pretty even. I'm probably at about a 7 right now. Been dealing with some things personally, got work has been okay, we coming up on once again, the end of the year stuff, and just taking care of my team at work and making sure everything's straight. And then taking care of my team at home. A lot of things going on with the fam. Trying to prepare to send my wife and the oldest. They're traveling Saturday to Paris in France to go on a school trip. Oh, ain't that nice? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
school trip.
They went. We went to Aruba back in August, and now my wife and my oldest, they're going to Paris and all that for.
Your wife ain't in school. How's she going on a school trip?
Dog, that's what I've been trying to figure out this whole time, bro. Like, you know what it was? You know how you had them latch on kids? I think my wife done latched on to my daughter for this trip, bro, because it's one of them. My daughter's in fashion school right now, and it's actually a fashion trip in Europe, right? So, and of course,
what woman wouldn't want to go on that?
Yeah, my wife is
Don't
not.
Tell Vicky, please. Slide. Oh my God!
I will tell you this. I got the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? Ultimate go straight to go card because she will be gone on our anniversary. So I can mess that up. I got one time to mess the anniversary split up for the rest of my life, bro, because she will not be here for the anniversary, right? So I can always hold that over her head and be like, hey, you missed our anniversary, dog. Like what we really talk about. Yeah. But she, you know what I'm saying? She going on the trip with my oldest, and you know what I'm saying, just pray for safe travels, and you know what I'm saying? Of course that means I'm home with the other 3. So might be a little tough week, you know what I'm saying? I expect my number maybe to go down a little bit come Monday. But, you know what I'm saying? All in all, things have been, you know what I'm saying, pretty well, you know what I mean? I'm blessed, and you know what I'm saying. My family's blessed, and that's all I can ask for. So,
hey, that is all you can ask for, brother.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I told y'all last week I've temporarily took custody of my niece and my great niece and nephew. And my nephew, I got him back in school. He started his first day today. So my score, I'm gonna keep it. It's around the same. I say about an 8.2, 8.3. I'm good. My job has been stressing me out, but you know what? I know what I need to do in my job, but it just takes time to get that stuff done. So I know that eventually I'm going to get back to where that's not a stress, and eventually I'm going to get back to where this is. But truly right now, the thing I focus on is the excitement of watching my daughter and even my nephew, him going to school, him looking like he's going in the right direction, and just excited about what's next. They both went to a party together, which kind of put me on edge a little bit, but they had a good time. The chemistry between them two is like my daughter's like the sister he never had, and my nephew is the brother that she always wanted. So, she has brothers, but he's the one that she always liked. They're cooking, they're sharing the chores, making sure they get the stuff done. And he's learning how to cook. She's a very good cooker, and she's a very good cooker because I've been cooking all my life and taught her everything. So it's funny watching them together and just seeing the chemistry between them because they're both the same age. So it's just watching them have fun. I had to already have a talk with him about her friends. I was like, yeah, these are my daughters too. So yeah, you can't smash any of them. So, just letting you know that right now. So that ain't happening. I already told him. I was like, I knew how I was at 17. And look, there's only one person in here banging in this house, and it's me. That's it. Nobody else does any banging in this house. If you need that, you need to figure something else out in life. I told him to take pride in doing that because back in the day we had to sneak out, we had to do all kinds of stuff to get there. It ain't like that, these kids think it's like Google now, everything's instant. So we had that conversation, but it was a good conversation. Everything I'm feeling very hopeful. So right now I'm at a 8.2. I feel like it can go even higher if everything works out the way that I'm trying to hope it works out. So, but it's a great life. Life is great, man, and it's all about keeping everything here. Speaking of it, so I'm talking about Jordan. Come on, hop in the camera right here. Say hi to Dad Mentality, So y'all get to meet my nephew. Just walk down, heard me talk to him. Say hi to everybody. Yeah.
Hey, Jordan.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you because I had headsets on. But hey, so quotes by many. He's a music artist, and he's working on his stuff. He's using all my equipment to work on his stuff, but he's working on his stuff. So I told him one day, I might have to bring him down there and see what he got and show y'all some stuff. So I'm definitely supportive of everything he does, and I'm just happy that we're here now and we're gonna make it. I'm excited about the future. You know what I'm saying? He's one more person that unfortunately I get to be the crazy ass uncle and crazy ass father to later. So, because I already told him, I already got my dementia story when I get old. You know what I'm saying? So when I get old and y'all got girlfriends and stuff like that, I'm like, come in, sweetheart. You look like my Vicky. Come in, sit on my lap. That's the kind of old uncle and grandfather I want to be.
Dirty old man.
So that's something we talk about. But anyway. But Greg, did I get my school? Yeah, I'm still at an 8.2. So, I'm feeling good. It's just about little work has stressed me out, but I know what I got to do to get there, so I'm okay with that. And right now, my house is moving in the right direction, so I'm excited about what's coming up next. So, Greg, like I said, it's your turn. You got to give us how your week, what you're expecting, things like that, and give us a score between 0 and 10. And 0, of course, being bad, and 10 being great.
I'm gonna go with 7. Like 6.5, 7. As far as mental, I'm straight. I feel good. Just making decisions of then a man, I guess. And like I was talking to Maddie earlier this week, that's why I'm glad I work, close to them. I'm maturing in ways I ain't really ready to mature in. That's the conversation we really had. So it's basically man, like a boy becoming man. You know what I mean? Letting go of a lot of stuff that was how I grew up, or a lot of ways that I thought was the code or the rule or this, that, the third, and now it was just letting it go. So as far as mental, like yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. I think, from last week to this week, I say like a 6.5, 7. I don't really have no complaints, but it ain't been a 10.
Yeah.
Cause I'm still working on.
Let me ask you a question. What would a 10 look like to you?
10 look like everything across the board straight. Like right now I'm working on a lot of stuff, so it's playing a lot of mental games as far as dating, business, living, financials. So a 10 just look like everything like everything is like a ongoing situation. Like everything is good straight across the board.
So quotes by many, my man. So I'm gonna give you the first quote I think we had on here that actually hit me. And somebody on the show said to me, if money is an issue, then it's not a problem. So if money can fix it, it's not a problem.
It's not a real problem.
It's not a real problem. Because the real problems money can't fix. So
that's a fact.
And I started thinking about that. I mean, that I really started thinking about that after I heard it, because I started thinking, I was like, yo, it's true. Like for real, like the real problems. I'm focused on the things like bills. I'm focused on the things like whatever the case may be. But all that can be fixed by money. But what the real problems are the things that can't be fixed by money. And that's something we've argued about or had a discussion or, this, that, and other. But just putting that in your, now don't get me wrong, of course, there are problems that you ain't got enough money to fix. So, so therefore, it can be a problem, but to generalize it in the thought process, you know what I'm saying? That like, let's deal with the shit that money can't fix first.
Yep.
And you start dealing with those things, and then the things that money can fix become even smaller.
Yeah.
But that's just something I just threw out there, that we talked about.
Yeah, I agree with it. I agree. Strongly agree.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into our interview, and Greg, first question I want to ask you as we get into the interview is, how did Quotes by Many begin? Like where did it start? What was that thought process? And the name. I want to know where the name came from too.
The name came from me not having a name. And like in my condo, like if you came over, you had to leave like a quote or how you felt or like something similar to that on the wall. So I had like sticky notes, the post-its, and everybody would leave like a quote, note saying a slogan. So it was pressing me out by like a business name and all this when I started getting into business. So I just looked around because I'm on the phone with the people. I'm like, I guess Quotes by Many, because it wasn't by me. It wasn't by a specific person. It was just Quotes by Many people. We just kept it inspirational like that. Gave everybody their credit. The mind space behind it. I just seen what it did to people. Drunk, high, whatever. Like everybody had a quote, note, saying the slogan, like, and like businesses live behind it, people live behind it, and it just I don't know, like that's just what it was like, and like ongoing, like one person might have more than one. Like I know somebody that got like 50 quotes in there at least. So they just it was just a thing at first. Like it was something to, and it was happy. It was a game. It was just ongoing thing. So we got our first spot.
You took something you enjoyed and made it a business. I mean, basically,
right?
Yeah, you made it a business. So now I'm just gonna ask you this, and if you don't remember, what was the first quote? Do you remember the very first quote?
I don't remember the very first quote.
All right, what's the one? What's the first quote that stuck to you that you can think of?
The store quote: "Everybody pass away, and here you live forever."
Wow.
So
okay.
Everybody pass along, but long as we got your handwriting and the date you wrote it, you'll forever live with us. Like the quotes that you see in the store, those wasn't yesterday, the day before, those was years ago. Some say 2019, some say 2020, 2021. So we picked them up, picked them off the wall, and they forever gonna go with us. Your original handwriting, your original date, and it's gonna stay in the store wherever we go. But for the other people who don't got the store, the quote to them mean everybody pass away and here you live forever is your heart. The person live with you forever in your heart, more so than the store is ours, so we can't give you the store. But if you ever wanted to come visit, we do got that where you can see your cousin quote or your brother quote or the feel like he's still here or like something that he lived by. You can revisit that. So like a mini museum.
Got it.
Hey, I like it, man. That's for real. Hey, Matt, so I'm gonna ask you because I met them through you. What was your first vibe when you came and saw what these guys were doing and stuff like that?
Oh, they were kind of. I met them when we came and looked at our spot. So I got to talk to him before we even moved in the spot. And he was just, let me know what was going on, and I like, the vibe, just, you know what I mean, young dude doing this thing, you know what I mean, and good energy. And then when I started hearing them, speak about energy and stuff like that, mindset and stuff like that with the quotes, I was like, yeah, he on the right track, you know what I mean? And he'll say it like he's still, I guess, young and he don't think he where he should be sometimes from our conversations, but I be telling him, man, you doing your thing, man. Just keep moving forward, keep feeling good, keep getting better. You know what I mean? So I just had a great vibe, and I like rapping to him because they motivate me on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? They say I motivate him, but man, they motivated. And anybody who come through the mall or come through, man, I think they feel the same thing once you step into the store and read them quotes on the wall, man, and just see what they doing. Just a great vibe.
Yeah, the vibe is definitely there because I mean, I sat there and I watched one of the show tapings and I was like, okay, I like this, but I'm a party vibe dude, so it don't matter to me if it's a party vibe, I'm there. So I definitely enjoyed it and had a good time hanging out there. So, it was definitely something that I wanted to come in and like I said, I read a lot of the quotes. So now my next question is, so I've heard that you, Matty Ice, y'all started the Mindset Challenge. So what is the Mindset Challenge and what is that? What's the basis behind it?
Matty and G more so could tell you more than I can. The Wopian Mindset Challenge, and quotes by many, is to me it's just getting up and going, starting your day, being as productive as you can, giving it your all and having a quote with it. So today my quote was, don't place yourself last in your own race. And then it's 5 pillars of wealthy. I forget them. They could tell you more about that. And you just explain like what the quote mean to you and so. Like that quote is kind of so much like self-explanatory as far as like how can I explain that? Don't place yourself last in your own race. Like, you is the winner. You the ultimate winner in your life, in your race, in your journey. Like, don't let nobody else or no other thing place you second, third, fifth, last. None of that. So your ups and your downs is still first place in your own race.
Hey, nah, I feel that.
Agreed.
That means, like, Vance, when you heard that quote, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the truth, right? You know what I mean? I think oftentimes we compare our race to somebody else's race. Right. You know what I mean? And we compare our journey to somebody else's journey. One thing I used to tell a lot of my football players is that you look at the next guy's path, and that's not necessarily your path, right? You guys are aspiring to get to a high level of play or whatever else, and one guy may have the God-given ability to get there, but the next guy may have the work ethic to get there. And although the paths are different, the end goal and the race is the same, right? Because the race is with yourself. It's not in comparison to somebody else, right? So if you can understand that you're staying in your lane and you're running your race, and however you get there is how you get there, then you'll be able to be successful.
All right. So when I heard that, I hear what you're saying, and I mean, even that. And this is crazy how 100%. Things can hit people different. You know what I'm saying? When I heard that, the first thing I thought is, why do I doubt myself? Why am I making my race so hard? This is my race. I should be, why am I putting myself last in my own race? You know, because the thing is, sometimes you can judge yourself. You can judge yourself harder than everybody else because you're the only person that really knows you. You know what I'm saying? And to me, don't when he said that to me, the first thing I thought was, all this time I've been judging all my moves instead of making myself better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, I made that mistake. I'm not going to do that. Oh, hey, this happened. I'm not going to do that. But, it's your race. It's your path. So however that works for you, make that happen. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Maddie?
Like that same thing. When I hear it, it's like, you the star of your own movie. It's you know what I mean? You playing the starring role in your movie, man. So you gotta set yourself up, put yourself in a position to win your race. You know what I mean? And that goes back to the mindset challenge. Like, man, you gotta have a mindset. You gotta believe that, you know what I mean, that you're gonna achieve what you're trying to achieve, that you're gonna win your race. And also goes to something I said to somebody before, or sometimes it's certain seasons of your life where you might have to be a little selfish to make sure that you getting yourself together before you can help everybody else out too. You know what I mean? But sometimes you gotta help everybody else, but you're not even where you trying to be. You know what I mean? And it's another quote that I sometimes use. Well, it's not even a quote, but it's something that says, when a plane is about to crash and the oxygen mask drop down, they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before you help other people. So that I think that's the same thing in life, man. We gotta, put ourselves first in our own race. All
right. So we might have had a little technical difficulty, but we're all professionals here, so we're gonna keep it moving. But that right there.
And then I guess I can give a little context on the Wealthy and Blessed Challenge while we're trying to
exactly what I was
come back in.
Yeah.
So the Wealthy and Blessed Challenge, it was so it's 5 pillars of Wealthy and Blessed. Sometimes people see Wealthy and Blessed or see that and it's all about this money, but it's actually wealth and being blessed in different areas of your life. So it's 5 foundations. So you got health, of course. You got your family, you got love, you got knowledge, And what's the last one that I always forget? So health, family, and faith. Faith is the last one.
Oh, okay.
So you got your, you know what I mean? So you gotta have faith. So you want to focus on different areas of your life at different, you know what I mean, on different days. So
give them to me one more time.
You say faith, family, knowledge, love, and health. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So those are the 5 pillars, and you want to have wealth and be blessed in all of those 5 areas of your life. You know what I mean? So we use different quotes every day, and each quote may be focusing on a different one of those pillars. You know, one quote may be focusing on knowledge, one quote may be, you know, kind of more focusing on faith and family. Then, you know, always got to bring health in it, because mental health and physical health, I believe, kind of bring all of those areas together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of the way where it started, and it's a challenge, just kind of to put something out there, because something you say may inspire somebody. Because, you know what I'm saying, we're not all at a 10 every day. We're not always feeling as good as we can on a daily basis. So, you know, you might come through the page or come through and hear a quote that somebody has to say that day, and it might be what you needed to hear, you know what I mean, to motivate you or inspire you. So it was just a way to help motivate people, and also let people know what exactly wealthy and blessed meant. And then it was just a perfect combination to, you know, partner up with Quotes by Many, because that's exactly, you know, what they do and bring to the table.
So that mentality, I think this is a good time for us to join. I'll say I'll join, and giving out a quote every day. So what are y'all doing? So let me get the challenge questions right. So you put a quote every day, and you say how it feels to you, and what else? That's it.
Yeah, man. Just basically say, here's my quote of the day. I'm focusing on this area. You know what I mean? I'm focusing on family today. This quote is focusing on family. This is focusing on.
What do I need to tag? What do I need to tag my quote of the day to? So, Quotes by Many, or
Wealthy and Blessed, Quotes by Many, and then it's the hashtag is Wealthy and Blessed Mindset.
Wealthy and Blessed Mindset.
Yeah, Wealthy and Blessed Mindset Challenge.
Yeah, text that out later, Rodney.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Wealthy and Blessed Mindset Challenge. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the hashtag Wealthy and Blessed Mindset Challenge. And then, you know, just add us in it. You know what I mean? Thinking about adding something else to the challenge for people who do participate. I'm coming up on a new month, so people who do participate at the end of the month, we're thinking about doing a giveaway, and, you know, man, like doing some type of drawing or something. So for people who do a quote sometimes throughout the month, you know, kind of enter yourself. Just gotta you know, like and tag, and then, you know, might give something away from you know, Quotes by Many, Wealthy and Blessed, just to incentivize.
You get a free sweatshirt.
Yeah,
you get that sweatshirt though.
Yeah, when to get that sweatshirt? I like that.
When to get that sweatshirt? That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the sweatshirt, bro. I want no ice cream right now.
Real live in the comments section, and tomorrow, and when we post, you know, if you have any quotes that we haven't talked about by the end of this, whatever case may be, put them in the comments. Let's see your quotes. Let's see who out there has the quotes to help. Maybe because sometimes, you know, your quote might help somebody else. Like,
exactly.
Hearing as simple as hearing his quote, we had 3 different answers, and things could be different. You know, just helping each other and motivate each other.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, so
it definitely does that. Motivate you and keep you going. 100% agree with that.
So that's the goal. So now let me ask you, when y'all started your podcast, Quotes by Many, what was the first step? Like, where did y'all begin? How did it, you know, what was the thing that made you really say, okay, forget it, we're starting now, let's go?
The equipment. I'm gonna say the equipment. At first we really ain't had the equipment. we had the thought process and the mind that we wanted to do it, but we just didn't have the equipment. Once we had the equipment, we played around with it for a second, and then boom, we started going.
Okay. When was the first episode, and where did we catch it at?
But that didn't keep us consistent, but that's just got us pretty much going.
Okay.
Where can we catch it at? Where can we watch? Where's Quotes by Many? Where can the people that are gonna watch find out where to see you at?
Say that one more time.
I said, where can we see you at? YouTube?
Oh yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah, YouTube. We got clips on Instagram and Apple Music. We're on Apple Music as well.
Okay.
So open discussion on this one. I got a quick question. So when it comes to changing your mindset, so I started this show to change my mindset. I started this show to start actually. Well, it was two things. We had three things. So one, I started because I was thinking that I wish that my father had an opportunity that I could still hear his voice and see his picture. So that's the dad part of it. Then the mentality part of it was like, I felt like dads don't have a clear space to have a conversation about whatever they want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that was the second part. And then, I started the show because I wanted it to be a positive thing for others. So these are all three reasons that I started this show. Now, don't get me wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes in this year. You know what I'm saying? And I've had to face a lot of them, and I had to go through. So my question to you is, if you could talk to yourself when you first started Quotes by Many, what would you say to yourself?
I like when you say a lot of men and fathers don't be having a lot of like safe space to talk. That's true. That's true. Or as far as good advice, like I'm glad I could talk to like y'all, cause I'm a younger dad, and I probably visualize and see things different from older dads or people who've been a dad for a long time. Like I'm 7 years in on being a dad.
But we were all you one day.
Still got questions as far as me and stuff like that. And yeah, like hearing good advice is the best. You know what I mean? Like having Matt in my corner, having you in my corner. I rapped to you a few times. You came through. Like I feel at ease making certain decisions and stuff.
I got you. But what was the decision? So all right. So I'm gonna say this. What was the hardest step or decision you had to make for the show?
Oh, the hardest decision that I had to make for the show. Being the host or co-host, probably. That probably was the hardest decision. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Because a lot of people wanted me to be the host, but I really I believe in a good show. Like I think you're a great host. Like how you come on, how you control the situation, how you do different things. Something like a lead mic to a band. And I played in the band and I was the lead mic, but I know I couldn't focus on the podcast. I couldn't be consistent in there giving my 100% all if I was dealing with real life or running around and doing this and doing that. So I couldn't. But people wanted me to be the host, the main host, but I just couldn't do it.
I got you. But don't take me as a good influence. I promise you. I make so many mistakes. You know what I'm saying? The thing that blesses me is I have people who talk to me and talk to me for real. Like I know that these guys are not going to sugarcoat their opinions. So, I'm good with that. But the other thing about that, if you're going to be in a position like that, you have to be okay with that too. You know what I'm saying? Like that is, you have to be okay with that because I'm just talking personally, you know. I know when I started this, I definitely didn't think that people would stay with me. And I know I'm not the easiest person in the world because, you know, I go off the rails very quickly. So, but you got to be humble, man. You got to be humble. You got to respect everybody's opinion, and it's all good. So, you know, whatever you're doing there, I'm telling you personally, watching from the outside in, which a lot of us do. I respect everything you're doing. I think it's a great show. I think what you do is your lane, and stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. Do what's good for you, but it is important to grow at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely important to grow at the same time because, you know, you got to decide: are you going to be Jerry Springer or are you going to be Sway in the morning? That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like you can choose which one you want to be. And one of the things I listen to is I listen to Sway in the morning. I think his show is extremely positive, and that's what I want my show to continue to be. But I make mistakes, so we all learn together. But I'm gonna go into the next question I got, and this is talking about the mindset. So, what do everybody? This way, everyone. What do you feel is the first step to changing your mindset? When you're trying to change the shit that you're doing, what's the first step for that? And if anybody don't got opinion, I got mine. So I'll go ahead and start. For me, the first step is realizing. Go ahead. Oh, you want to go first? No, you good, Greg. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You go ahead. I'm on listening.
Nah. For me, the first step of changing your mindset is realizing you have a problem. And for me, that is the hardest thing. And I've said this to my kids. I said it to everybody that I talk to. I said the first thing that helped me get to where I'm going is realizing that A, I'm not perfect. B, there's always room to grow. And C, you know, it doesn't matter if you're doing whatever you're doing to make yourself better. It don't matter what anybody else thinks. Like you got to do what's good for you no matter what. That's the main step. And it's even something I tell my kids because my kids are talking about all these high school friends and this, that, and the other. I was like, you won't know none of them. I was like 5 years. These people won't even be in your life. You're concerned about these people and they will mean nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? I say you're lucky if you have one. If you get two, you're super blessed. Like, it's not the same. I promise you. All the people I thought meant something to me did not at all. Like now it's just about me, my mental health, keeping myself sane because you can't like Matt said earlier, you can't help nobody else if you don't help yourself. You got to start with you. So the first step is realizing, in my opinion, that. So there you go. Anybody else got something to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I got some. I mean, I think, like you said, you know what I'm saying. Understanding where you are, right? You know what I mean. Like oftentimes, like some people, we criticize ourselves. We talked about that earlier. We talked about our own race, but just realizing this is the place that I'm at right now. This is the starting point, right? And once people realize that, hey, I'm okay with where I'm at right now, because if I know where I'm at, all I can do is become better by improving on a day-to-day basis, right? So it's really understanding where you are, you know what I'm saying, and understanding that you have faults, like you said, and that, hey, I'm okay with the faults, and now that I know where I'm at, the only thing I can do is to move forward, right? Because I know who I am. You know what I mean? And identifying who you are is really the key to the starting point of changing your mindset. Because you can sit back and say, "Oh, I want to do better. I want to do this," but some people don't even know who they are yet, right? Or where they are. It's not even because who you are changes, but where you are in your life
100%.
right now, it's really what you got to understand. And once you understand that, then you can move forward.
All right, Greg. I know you want to jump in there. Go ahead. Tell me what you think.
I think the first step of like
we're losing you, dog.
It's clearing your mind. It's clearing your mind. You can hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me now?
Yep.
And it goes away as soon as we can hear him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Greg, you told me you was gonna give me an hour and a half, dog.
Oh,
man,
man,
what happened, man? Hell no, we can't hear you, man. We're gonna go ahead and go to Matty Ice. We'll come back to you whenever you get to where you're going, man. I told you we need an hour and a half. Come on, man. All right, Matt, go ahead, brother. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Greg because he's just giving us a stuck face right now.
Yeah, he freezing right there.
Yeah, you all the way frozen, dog.
But I'm saying, I agree with everything y'all was saying, man. It's the first part is knowing where you at. You know what I mean? You got to know where you at with it, and mindset, man, and could be different on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You're not gonna always like we talk about. We always not gonna be a 10, but it's knowing where you at and trying to face forward so that you're going up the scale. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
It's trying to feel as good as you can while you're maybe dealing with whatever you have to deal with. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be things ain't gonna always be peachy, ain't gonna always be perfect. But even as you're going through it, you can still find some sort of peace to have your mindset know that you're going to get through this, that you're going to move forward. So, like you said, knowing where you at and then trying to feel as good as you can where you are.
Yep.
100%.
Agreed.
I agree with that. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, I feel like the first step is realizing where you are. You know, realizing what's going on, realizing that one of the biggest things that I think people make mistakes in changing their mindset is being discouraged when you fail. Like things can happen. Like, you can make mistakes. That's one of the things I feel I'm good at. I know I make mistakes. I tell you all day, I'm not perfect. I tell my kids every day I wake up that I'm not perfect. I was like, if you're looking at me for perfection, then you're looking at the wrong person. There's only one person for that. So, I just do the best that I can every day. So, and that means, I wake up and I do what I can. You know what I'm saying? I've still been doing what I told y'all I was doing. I've been, I get up in the morning. I try to make sure I sit down and have my prayer. I sit down and do my meditation and just try to get my mind right for what's going to happen today. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I started feeling like an old man because I'm like sleeping like 9:30, and then I'm waking up at 5:30 because
ain't nothing wrong with that though.
But I got you. I used to live that life where I could stay up all night. Now I can't do that.
You old, bro.
I went out and partied with Matt and them in the podcast. The next day, dog, I was fried. It took me forever to get myself together.
It's amazing how that happens.
I had to take a full day to get my life together. Like, I could not get together the next day. It was tough, but I had a great time. So, I was going through something at the time, and I got to stop doing that. And that's one of the big things that I make a mistake is that I'm going through something and then I start drinking. And I've been not drinking and trying not to drink, but whenever I go through something and start drinking, that's when I really binge, and that's what I'm trying to keep down. But I ain't gonna lie, I came home and had a great night. Talked to my wife. Me and my wife was talking. I woke her up. She wasn't happy, but I woke her up and we talked. And it was just, it just really cleared me to get some things off my chest. So it was a great time. We had a great time. I bought some black art that I'm still happy about. I can't wait to put it up while I was there. So, you check out, you come there and check out this spot at Precise Midi Mall. It's a lot of things going on that you can go in there and hang out. You can get a haircut, you can get some fixed, you can get some clothes, you can get some shoes. I was there, Matty Ice out there. Yeah, Matty Ice out there. Hold on, he got shoes to match that sweatshirt, dog.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm about to quote this. I'm about to quote this joint up Monday because I like raffle tickets, bro. I'm telling you, I don't redonate, Matt. So I don't give back to the community when I win a raffle joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm just laying up, taking my prize. And
hey. I redonated, man. You gotta give it away, man.
I was looking at Matt's shoes. I thought he was going to offer me like a discount or something, but
nah, brother.
I was like, all right, I got you next time. You know, I gotta wait for my, my checking and my savings.
Yeah,
but we're gonna keep on go ahead and talking about mindset challenge, changing mindset. So one of the things we talked about the first step. What do you think is the hardest step in changing your mindset? I can go first if somebody, I'm always ready.
The hardest thing is probably, honestly, is change, man. Because saying we sometimes we resist change, especially when you thought a certain way for so long, or if you've done something a certain way for a long time, your body's going to, and your mind sometimes resist that change. So I would say that's the hardest part is accepting that you even need to change and trying to change. You know what I mean?
And I think what you just spoke on, I think is when you have the hiccup, right? Like, so when you face adversity, that's the hardest time to remain consistent in your mindset change. Right, just because you had a fun night with Matt, it would have been very easy to go back to what you was doing before, right? Because the night was fun. You know what I'm saying? I think that even though that hiccup wasn't a bad hiccup, it was just something to remind you of what you used to do, right? You know what I mean? And you recognizing that, hey, that was a great night, but let me get refocused. So the refocusing is the first couple refocuses is always the hardest.
Well, the refocus wasn't by choice. The next day, my body was like, yo, like, I don't know what you did last night.
Yeah,
that is not it. And I said that to myself, and I knew it. And I was like, yo, and and one thing about me, I'm pretty good at knowing when I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But my body was like, yo, like, what was that, son? That was not, we ain't done that in a while. Like, you got to back. You know what I'm saying? But I had a great time. I really did. I had such a good time. But, I came home and my wife was like, why is there a painting in the bed? I slept with the painting and everything. So she was like, what is this? What is this? And I was like, see what had happened was. But it was a good time. My wife is
that's why we're switching it. They're switching it to Friday. We're switching it to Fridays. So people don't have to get up on that Friday morning anymore. So going forward.
You don't have to worry about me. Next time I'm leaving. I ain't
staying that late.
I ain't staying again, dog. I'm good. I had a great time, but you ain't gonna catch me twice. Catch me once, my fault. Catch me twice, it's all good. But I enjoyed it. I had such a good time. Just, moving on things, trying to get in a better place. All right, looks like we got Greg back. Hopefully he's in a stable place where we can have a.
I apologize, man. My mental went down, man. I had to let somebody know real quick.
Nah, that's all good, man. Brother. We are professionals here. We've been doing this for a while. Yeah. We know how to keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give you because I haven't answered this question yet. So my next question was, what is the hardest thing to do when you're changing your mindset?
Oh, the hardest thing to do.
Well, I'm gonna say mine first. That way you can know where we at. So the hardest thing for me is being consistent. The hardest thing, because you sit here and you change, and I believe, and this is something I say to my kids all the time to keep their consistency. I say it takes 21 days before something becomes a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you, even when you change, you try to change, you try to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing that. It still takes 21 days before that can be a habit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do this better. I'm going to do that better. So whatever you set your mindset to, make sure you give yourself 21 days of, okay, I may mess up, but I need to keep on being consistent. Because a lot of people, what Vance even brought up, you make that mistake. You make that mistake and then you go, oh, well, I fucked it up. Okay, I'm going to keep on going. And that's not really it. You know, it takes 21 days to make something a habit. And that's something I say to my kids all the time. It takes 21 days. You got to put in that 21 days of work. If you haven't put in that 21 days of work, then you haven't even started changing. And that's just my opinion. That's one of the hardest things is consistency. I know Van said dealing with when you make a mistake, and Matt, you said the hardest was remind me so I can make sure. Come on, Matt, help me out. Man.
Yeah, it's hard. The hardest is basically getting started to get yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Your mind that used
accepting
to change.
Accepting change. There you go. And what about you, Greg? So, what do you think is the hardest thing
about changing your mindset?
The hardest thing is for me is being there. Like when my mind ain't there, like my body and my actions and how I'm feeling is 100% not there. Like even if some days I got like the energy or want to do it or think I could, I got enough rest and I did a lot of things, I'm still falling asleep. Like it's like my mind drained my whole body when my mindset ain't where it really supposed to be. And I agree with you when you say as far as like you things probably like 21 days to get on that type of a consistent as far as like your mind and how you feel and things of that nature. But once again, my hardest will just be my whole body intact. My body ain't there.
Okay. Understood. Heard.
Good stuff.
Heard. All right. So let's I just want to recap real quick about the mindset challenge. So the mindset challenge, we come up with a quote. You talk about your quote on your platform. And you talk about what that quote means. So Matty Ice, what was your quote this week or today?
So my quote is if you're looking forward, you're looking in the right direction. And basically, man, it's just simple as it is, but what it means to me is you can't live your life in the rear view, man. Sometimes people allow the past to define them, you know what I mean? They hold on to old things, but that's not where you going anymore. You know what I mean? That's not the person who you're trying to be or become. So you need to just, let's move forward, look forward. You can glance in the rear view, man. You know what I mean? Because that could be a reminder of where you going, how far you came. But you gotta keep your eye on the prize. You gotta look forward to get to where you're trying to go. You know what I mean? So don't let your past define you, man. You know what I mean? Move forward, and as long as you're looking forward, man, you're going in the right direction. And you might make bigger steps one day than you do on other days. Some days you may travel a mile. Another day you may just put one foot in front of the other, but it still was a step forward, man. So
okay. All right, Vance, you got any quotes you want to throw out there for your quote today? Might as well go ahead.
I got two major quotes that I live by. Right. So the first thing is you pray like it's up to God, but you work like it's up to you.
Okay. I like that. Hold on,
right.
I gotta write that one down. Hold on.
You know what I mean?
Hold on. Okay.
That's the quote that I live day by day on. You know what I mean? You pray like it's up to God, you work like it's up to you, right? Because you know what I'm saying, hey, you that fulfills your faith, right? God needs your help, you know what I'm saying? But it also, you know what I'm saying, faith without works is dead. So you gotta work like it's totally up to you, and then rely on God and have your faith in, you know what I'm saying, to bring you through on things. The other quote that I tell myself is only be 1% better than yesterday.
Yeah, I've used that one. 1% better.
1%. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
You know, because a lot of people make the mistake and tomorrow I'm about to change everything in my life and move forward.
Yeah.
And that joint don't work, bro. I'm just letting you know it. I done tried it. You know what I'm saying? I done tried. Oh, I'm gonna quit drinking. I'm gonna work out for 2 hours a day. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, and then none of it happens.
Yeah.
Right. But if you strive to be 1% better than the day before, it's easy. It becomes easier.
Yep.
100%. All right.
So those are my two major.
All right. You know, I'm gonna go before Greg. I'm gonna go ahead and throw mine out there. Okay. So, you know, I did throw this out when I was on your podcast. So one of my big quotes I say is definitely better to be seen than viewed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about that every morning when I wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Today I get to be seen by people. You know what I'm saying? It's better than any day that I'm ever viewed. That somebody's coming to see me for the last time, and you know that's that whole. You know, any day you wake up is a great day, and I believe
yes,
that.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? Any day you wake up is a great day. So let's start there. Second drink for me that I say to everybody is they ask me how I'm doing. I say another day in paradise. And I say that all the time. And people always come to me and they go like, why do you say that? I said, because if you keep on saying it, it actually becomes a mindset. That nothing. So my job, I'm a salesman. The one thing I had to learn for that is that I never get mad about something you can't control. So if you can't control it, there's no reason you should be mad about it because you can't do shit about it. You can't do nothing. Nope. You know what I'm saying? So never be mad about something controlled. That goes in the same thing as everyday's paradise. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I control, I want it to be paradise. I'm gonna keep it going as paradise. I'm gonna keep it here as paradise. If somebody wants to take me out of paradise, then they gotta, they gotta work. It's gotta be some work, and that's the whole thing. I'm not gonna let anybody change my mindset. I'm not gonna allow you to do it. And this goes back to even our love and relationship conversation we had where we talked about giving people power. Giving people power over your feelings and thoughts is nobody's fault but yours. You know what I'm saying? So there was a big thing for me. I talked about this in many episodes about my wife, that I gave her the power to upset my day. And I've been married 23 years. I love my wife. My wife is gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman. But the problem was I gave her power. I gave her the power to change my mood. I gave her the power to make me upset. When I was young, I used to hit walls and punch a hole in the wall or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then it took me a long time before I realized that that's my fault. That's not her fault. That's mine. Because I allowed her to get me there. You know what I'm saying? A person doesn't have power unless you give it to them. And that's one of the big things that I even talk about with my nephew and my kids. I was like, yeah, you want to fight? You allowed somebody to take you there. Don't blame them, because the only power a person has over you is the power you give them. So that's my next quote. And next time I come down to quotes by Minnie, I'm gonna put that one on the wall. I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to put up there, but that one is the one. The only power a person has is the power you give them. You know what I'm saying? There we go. So I was trying to figure out my best quote. That's the best one I got for you. You know, because that is true. Because I mean, but you can make mistakes. You give power to your parents that they don't deserve. You can give power to your spouse that they don't deserve. You can give power to your kids that they don't deserve. All this power you giving them doesn't mean they deserve it. You have to realize that, and you have to really come to the point where you say, I'm not giving you this power anymore. That power you don't have them, so you can go off all you want. And I'm going to sit here and wait till you're done because you don't have that power over me anymore. There you go. So that's my best one. All right, Greg, come on. You got close by a minute. You better pull something out.
Yeah, you better pull something out your hat. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Don't.
Yeah, we gonna hold. Yeah, we gonna hold.
Don't say no cat in the hat joint.
Yeah. Next, when we come and talk to you, because you better remember, all of us petty as shit. We'll come down there this next week during your broadcast and be like, oh nah, yeah, he was saying all this there. He told us that I
got like two. I got my favorite. I got my favorite one on the top of my head. Cause it just stuck. My mom just beat it. She beat it in my head to the point it just stuck.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say both of them. This is the one that's been better in my head. It's not about how much money you make. It's what you do with your money when you get it. That's my mom. She always batted that in my head. So basically,
you're right about that.
100%.
It's not just slow down, just focus on your own paper. The other one is you'll have more balance if you put one foot in front of the other, or is it one step at a time? You know what I mean? As far as like if you was hopping, jumping, skipping, whatever, you'll have more balance if you place one foot in front of the other.
Good stuff.
I can respect that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with that.
I like them both. Okay.
Nah, we're
not gonna judge it too hard. I like that.
That's not bad. That's not bad for a youngster. You know what I mean?
I like the one. I like the first one about the money, which it don't matter how much money you make.
That's embedded in my head.
Yeah. Jeezy said that. Jeezy said that on an interview. Jeezy said that on an interview one time when somebody was talking about how much. He was like, we can do a jewelry battle. I think it was what's the other dude from Gucci Man. Yeah, Gucci. He was like, nah, let's not talk about jewelry. Let's talk about real estate. He was like, I own half of Atlanta. Let's go. Like, yeah, let's talk about real estate. Don't talk about your jewelry. I don't care about your jewelry. Let's talk about real estate. So it ain't about how much money you got. It's about what you do with it. Yeah, I like that. I like that one. So we're gonna go. All right, so. Guys, we're going to end this interview portion up, and we already went into the after interview part where I wanted to see what y'all favorite quotes were, the quotes. So that's good. So we're going to go into the after interview part, the hangout chill part. So now I'm going to go into the question.
Lord.
Now the question is this: what movie, and Vance gets to start, Coach gets to start because he done pepped us up for this. Before
y'all ain't seen it, so I ain't worried about it.
So, what movie have you ever watched that made you cry or want to change your life at the end? So,
all right. So
yeah. Make sure. Let me get my phone because I'm gonna Google this.
You can Google it, man.
And see what this is about.
Most people have not seen this movie, but it is a very, very good movie. It is called McFarland USA.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it, right? Here's what the movie is about. The movie is about a city in the southern part of the United States. And I believe it's McFarland, New Mexico, or Texas, one of the two. But it's right on the border. And it's literally about Hispanic kids in poverty that joined a track team.
This is pretty new. This is 2015.
It is. It's 2015, dog. It's not even an old movie. And
Kevin Costner.
It talks about the lives of these children and their families and what they actually have to go through in life. And what a lot of people don't understand is that, especially us being in the DMV area, you know what I mean, is that there are still people picking crops to make a living on a consistent basis at below minimum wage. There are still kids helping their families that don't have the means to participate in high school sports because they wake up at 5 a.m, pick crops, go to school, leave school, run to the fields, help their families pick these crops. And this particular team, a coach went to their high school and recruited some of these kids that were picking crops, not knowing what their real situation was. He had come from a big-time school in another part of the United States, and he was trying to create this cross-country team. And what he found out is that these kids are in phenomenal shape, along with them being racially profiled at all of their events because they didn't have the means, they didn't have the shoes, they didn't have anything. And these kids ended up, winning states and ended up becoming, some of them went to college off of it. Some of them were the first in their families to go. And just the storyline in and of itself, one, it will open your eyes that not only is there's a lot of poverty across all races in the United States that are impacting our country, and we don't even see it on the television. And to understand that this was a true story and that these kids, some of these kids made it out of those particular areas, you know what I'm saying? Because there's one thing to talk about the ghettos, and there's one thing to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the kids in the South, black kids, white kids, Hispanic kids, any type of kids. But you would be shocked at how many areas in the United States are like this. And it just brought to light, you know what I'm saying, what just a positive coach, a positive impact would do to these kids' lives. Watch it, and you tell me how you are emotionally at the end of that joint.
Well,
you said you cried?
I did because the one kid.
And ain't nothing wrong with crying. We grown ass men, brother. Ain't
I was
trying
trying to. I want.
And you. What was that one cartoon where the black police officer sucked the tear back up in his eye, like he was about to cry because the joint was falling down and he sucked the tear. I did that, but dog, that joint was heartfelt, bro. Like, if you really understood. Dog, these mamas would go, like when I say they would wake up at 3, 4 in the morning, pick the fields for 3 hours, then go to school, then come back, run cross country, and then go pick the fields until nighttime just to eat.
Yeah.
Just to eat, dog. Like, and we worried about Bama's getting food stamps. We worried about, you know what I'm saying, why I can't go to McDonald's. We worried about all that other stuff. And that's what these kids in the United States are doing. Just a different mindset, bro.
Yeah, you'd be surprised with what's going on. You know what some people got to go through. You know what I mean? Just a reminder, like, man,
Just a man.
To be grateful and appreciative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I made my kids watching and everything.
Wow. Okay.
So. Yeah,
all right.
Watch it. When you watch it, it's only like an hour and a half long. Just watch it over the next week and come back to me and tell me it's not a great movie.
You know I'm gonna watch it, so I'll be ready next week. Don't worry, I'm gonna watch it next week. I'll be first to say it, and if it's garbage, you know I can't wait to tell you it is. But go ahead. It's all right. All right, Matt, I want you to go next. Go ahead.
That's a movie that I like. It's probably one of my go-to or favorite movie. Inspiration. It's inspirational to me. And
you gotta cry then, though. Don't tell us.
No.
You know.
I'm saying this is probably for very few movies, but I'm saying.
Did you cry? Did you cry?
No, I can't say I cried.
Okay.
I can't say I cried, man.
I want to see the tear.
Only movie I probably cried at the end of Menace to Society or something like that, but you know what I mean? Kane got hit, man. You know what I mean?
Come on, are you serious? You was not that attached to Kane in Menace to Society. Come on, man. You knew that was coming. You knew he got what he deserved, bro. Like,
yeah, man, that's busting with y'all. But one of my movies, though, one of the movies though that I watch with the kids, man, that's like that motivates me. You know what I mean? It's has some emotional parts, and it might be a little cliche. It's actually Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith, man.
Yeah, that's
my joint.
It was in there for me.
That's the top.
Yeah,
it was in there.
Yeah, so
that and the other joint he did about what was it, 7 pounds?
Yeah.
That
one was a little different.
Now y'all got now I'm thinking of movies I forgot about.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness did it for me, man. I like the got a lot of good pieces to it, like for mindset, man, like what you need to do to keep going, as you know, man, you're dealing with challenges, man. And then just a great story. It was just a great story.
I can see
true story.
I can see Pursuit of Happiness for you. That was probably because you were hustling and shit, so you out there on these streets, trying to make sure the kids eat and all that kind of stuff. I can see that. That's pretty good. All right. Greg, you want? Nah, I'm gonna go next. So I'm gonna go. So I already said Man on Fire. I talked to y'all about that ahead of time. Man on Fire was one of the things. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the full Caucasian movie that had me crying, and that would be The Notebook.
That was a tough one too.
The Notebook had me in the joint, telling my wife I would never leave her and I love her forever.
That's
and this,
a tough
that, and
movie.
The Notebook.
I don't know if I saw that.
Oh,
when my man was on the bicycle.
The Notebook, son. At the end, when you
that
find out
that joint was a blow, man. Like that joint was watch it with your wife, dog. Like you'll forever be like your wife will forever be. You already the knight in shining.
We already know, yes, Matt.
Yeah, we already know all that stuff.
And you wasn't here for that episode with Matt's wife hyped him on an island. We can't even touch him.
We can't even
Matt's
touch
wife
Matt
hyped
no
him
more
so much that both of our wives was looking at us with a stink face. It was like, damn. It was like, what Matt doing over there? Because he was like, Matt is my knight in shining armor, and dreams really do come true. And I was like, yo. I was like, first of all, Vicky, that's not his wife. I don't know who was paid after he got, but that ain't her. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm just gonna get this. So me and Vance, we with our wives side by side. Vance with his wife and Matt, they on 2 different cameras. So I feel that that was not O. I don't know who it was, but that was not O, because she made Matt seem like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. But anyway, Notebook. If you never watched The Notebook, I'm telling you, that right there, yo, at the end of that joint, man, that's to me is one of the greatest romantic movies of all time.
It is.
And I put that up there with anything, but that joint had me in that joint crying for real, because I love my wife with all my life, and I would have did everything he did. So it was good times. Anyway, all right. So now we gotta go with the young nigga, and I guarantee I can't wait for Greg, because Greg's gonna be like, Baby Boy. He was crying on Baby Boy, Jody. Yeah. He living that life out there.
I was saying hardball, the little baseball game.
Which one? Hardball.
Hardball, the baseball.
When the little kid got shot.
Yeah, the little kid got shot.
That's a rough one too, bro. That's a rough one, dog. That's a rough one.
Yeah, but he knew all about the players. He knew how to handle them. He knew who was from where. He knew the whole script.
That's a mean one too.
They had when he got shot.
I remember that movie.
Twisted the whole movie.
You was you snot crying, or you was holding it in trying to keep it together?
I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I wasn't snot crying.
It's all right, man. Hey, brother, we all men. This is some of the things we talk about. It's okay. It's okay to cry as a man.
That movie was good.
Hardball was good. Is Hardball the one with Keanu Reeves was the coach? Is that the one I'm thinking of? No.
Yeah.
That's not.
He was the coach.
It was Keanu Reeves was the coach, right? Mm-hmm. And it was the little nigga who got I remember that. Little brother, I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember Hardball. Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Hardball,
Hey, Rodney,
Hardball
I did shed a tear last night because I started The Wire again, and they shot Michael B. Jordan, dog. And I did.
That was tough.
I did.
That was tough. The Wire was tough, son. I ain't gonna lie to you on that. And when they shot what's his name? The
Brody.
Nah, Brody. Brody was a thug. Don't worry about that.
Nah,
my man, the dude that hustled everybody. God, what am I?
Omar?
No. They own the clock joint. When he lost the package and charged
you talking about Prop Joe?
More. Prop Joe, yeah. When they came in and killed Prop Joe, I was hurt on that one. That one hurt me. That one hurt me, and Omar's boy when they came and beat him down too.
Oh yeah,
to get Omar by Marlo. Even though Marlo's my favorite John, we big Y fans on here, Greg. So I don't know if you're a Y fan.
Yeah, I like the Y.
The Y, we watched the Y, and But hey, did you know? So I recently, now we got on that real quick. I'm just gonna say this real quick. I recently watched an interview with Method Man, and I didn't know that in the scene where Omar goes to jail and the two dudes who come and help him, and they take the telephone books to his stomach, so if he gets shanked, it wouldn't go through.
Yeah.
The bald-headed guy in that scene was the real Omar.
Really?
He was the real Omar who was robbing drug dealers in Baltimore back in the day. He was the actual real Omar. I didn't know that until he said that.
Wow.
He was the real Omar. I did know that the deacon was the real Avon. I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that guy was the real Omar. And Method did say he was not gay, but he was the real Omar who was robbing drug dealers throughout Baltimore. But anyway, hey, it's good conversation. But now we got to get to the worst part of the show, which is NFL picks. And let's get something straight. We haven't won one yet. I knew we was going to win one last week because we had all the perfect picks, even though I went both ways on the Redskins game, on the Commanders game. Sorry, but I lost either way because the Chiefs lost against Denver, which really ruined everything in my life at that point.
Ruined everybody picks.
Ruined everybody.
So I am 100% convinced that the NFL is bullshit and it is rigged. I'm telling you that now. I can't win a pick. I can't win one. And we've been going. What are we in? Week 8 now? 7, 8?
8.
Yeah, we going into week 9.
We going into week
9. And how many parlays have we won so far?
0.
Yeah.
And dog, this week is going to be difficult.
I feel like we need to stop taking the easy ones now. Now with all the hard ones, because the easy ones ain't winning for us, son. Like we did the last 3 weeks, we did nothing but easies, and it's been garbage.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, we can start.
I don't know. Hey, look, I'm not arguing this time. You know what?
Like,
Greg,
dog, these
you have my vote. So whatever you pick is. Apparently, I can't pick nothing.
I ain't even gonna get spreads this week, bruh.
We're not even gonna go spreads.
Nah, we just gonna go team for team, dog, because these games are difficult this week. I'm just gonna pick the 5 hardest games.
All right, give me some. I'm still pulling it up, but you can go ahead and.
All right, so it's off gate. Dolphins Chiefs.
Dolphins Chiefs.
Yeah,
that's where we going.
That should be a good game right there. I don't know, especially after the Chiefs just dropped the ball this week.
And it seemed like they're overseas too, because it's 9:30.
Nah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's in Germany.
That's an overseas game. God, they love
So off gate Sunday morning. By the time we get out of church, we gonna already know what time it is, bro. Like,
I don't know. I want to go with the Chiefs on now. That's gonna be
Dolphins, dog.
Oh man, good job. Greg is here. Get to pick what the choice is. One with Chiefs, one with Dolphins. And whatever you pick, I'm getting ready to place this terrible, terrible bet. don't even know what to do with this. Go ahead.
I don't know, man.
You gotta make a decision, dog.
Can lose back to back.
All right.
So make your decision,
Don't worry.
man.
You're gonna have tougher decisions than this. I promise you that. Because
I'm staying out because I
that's
can't
mean.
It. And you know, FanDuel gave me my how much money I lost this year in betting. I was upset when I read that too. So I'm good.
I'm gonna finalize with I can't.
Both of them are playing in England, so there's no home field advantage.
Ain't no home field nothing.
I'm gonna say Chiefs.
Woo.
Okay. Chiefs is locked in. Next bet.
Here we go. Next one, Seattle at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm going Baltimore.
Seattle.
You going Seattle?
Tell y'all now. Seattle,
already
dog.
Baltimore. It's too late now.
All right. Yeah,
Two
that's
Baltimores
cool.
against one Seattle.
It's all good. Hey, Cowboys, Eagles. What you gonna do? At the Eagles. What you gonna do?
I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, hey, y'all are voting because y'all are Commando fans. Like, no, that's why y'all voting. No, no, this is about money, bruh. The Cowboys gonna win that joint.
Well, why do you think that?
All right.
I think the Eagles are a better team. The Eagles been playing some close games, though.
I'm with you. So since y'all want to go there, the Bills and the Bengals. Yeah. Now what? I got y'all thinking.
Bengals are playing better.
Bengals playing pretty good the other day.
Yeah, they're playing better right now.
I think the Bills gonna win.
Don't try to coach Greg. Go ahead. See, what we doing? What we doing? Vance got the Bills, right?
I got the Bills.
What you got, Matty Ice? Cryptocurrency?
I think I'm going Bills.
All right. When you got Greg, you ain't got to make a decision on that one.
All right, now because it's the rule, Commandos against the Patriots. Both of them terrible.
I literally grew up in my own mouth when you said it.
New England.
I don't even want no parts.
No, I think Commandos gonna win that.
Yeah, Commanders should do that.
That's what we doing?
Yep.
So we're going Commanders on that one? All right.
Yeah. And I picked the Commanders too.
I can watch my money just float away. Who's next?
We're not gonna win this draft this week.
Yo, this will be that's 5 legs already. Oh, my bad.
That's 5.
Yeah.
This be the week we win. What?
Hey, yo, if we win it, I'll be back even. This right here, $20 wins me $4.21. That'll put me back in the black. You know what I'm saying? I will be happy. So hold on, let's recap real quick. I'm gonna look at this again because I wasn't even paying attention because I wasn't voting. So hold on. Yeah, that was okay. Let's see here. So we're gonna recap. All right. So first joint we got first thing when we wake up. We'll know when we wake up. Hey, Greg, I'm gonna let you know. Once this game ends, if it is wrong, I'm calling you first. I'm gonna let you know that now. But anyway, so Chiefs and Dolphins, we got the Chiefs. Okay. Then we got the Commanders against New England. Then we got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Buffalo versus Cincinnati. And all these games are 3-point spreads, except for we got the Ravens in Seattle, where the Ravens have 6 points, but everything else is 3. So,
telling you, Seattle gonna win that thing.
Which one?
They're gonna win. They're gonna win that. They're gonna win that.
Seattle in the Ravens game.
Yeah, you might want to put another bet in. Seattle gonna win.
You know I was getting ready to do that before you.
I know exactly what
I don't want to do it.
Seattle gonna win that game.
All right, I'm gonna place this one. Hold on. So that $20 wins us $420, or wins me $420 because I'm not sharing. I need to get my money back. Gotta keep some of this. So we're gonna go back through it real quick. Hold on. Wow, you know it's bad when fan dudes are sending me a break. They're like, "Hey, you might want to take a break." Hold on, I'm trying to get this bet in. They sent me this thing. I gotta acknowledge my break. Hold on, that's crazy. They're making me acknowledge it before they let me put more money on my account. All right.
Hey, know you've been losing. They like,
hey, yo,
but they're like, I'm tired of taking your money, dog.
That is terrible, son. I can't believe that happened, but that really happened. I tried to put it in, they stopped it until I acknowledged that I'm betting too much. All right. Now we're gonna go. I should have made sure I didn't have no options. But hold on. Match deposit. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in 50% boost. Yeah. All right, so Vance, you said we're gonna do. Come on. Oh no, hold on. I might be making the same bet twice. Oh no, they're giving me a 50. Hold on. So look, on that bet we just placed. Hold on, Vance told me not to put it on this bet though. Because they're giving me a 50% boost on that bet. So that bet, that $20 bet will make $632 now.
Go ahead.
Nah. Hold on. First, I want to see. I want to see on the opposite of that how that's gonna work. So we'll work it out. So So the only thing we're not talking about different is which one? The
Seattle Ravens.
Seattle Ravens. So I'm gonna take that away. And then go back and put Seattle Ravens.
You sound real sure about that Seattle joint. You be saying you don't sound sure about a lot of picks too.
Oh, I'm about to put this 50% on it, and if it don't work, then this gonna be a goddamn problem. I'll be in his house on Monday morning. We gonna have to have a conversation.
Hey dog, I'm telling you. Hey dog, yeah, did y'all watch the Ravens game last
Holy
week?
crap! No way, dog.
Told
Make it
you.
one change to that for Seattle to win. Nah, I can't even tell you this number. I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna make the bet with the 50% because that $20 will win me $1,363. If with that one change
with Seattle, dog.
With
and what
Seattle
people don't understand, what people don't understand is that the Ravens are suspect or offense, believe it or not.
Man, and I'm gonna let you know.
Arizona had them. Arizona just didn't have an offense, but the Ravens struggled against Arizona until the second half.
All right, this bet right here put me even on everything right now. You know,
right.
When we come back on next week, if they win, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have neon green on next week.
Hey, next week, if this happens, if I win this bet next week, don't worry about it, man. I'm throwing a birthday party for your kids and some bullshit. We're gonna have some fun. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But we'll see if this bet wins. Let me make sure both of my bets are in real quick. So I got both of them are in. So I got both of them in. So our original bet, which is Kansas City over Miami, Baltimore over Seattle, Commanders over New England, the Eagles over Cowboys, and Buffalo over Cincinnati. That $20 bet will win me $451. Now, the bet I did with the 50% boost, which is Kansas City over the Dolphins, Washington over New England, Seattle over Baltimore, Eagles over Dallas, and Buffalo over Cincinnati will win me $1,383.42. And that would make me so happy we might end the show for there. I might call that a finale. You know what I'm saying? But, we'll see what happens. So I made my $20 bets. That's where we are. Hey, yo, fellas. Hey, it was another great show. I appreciate y'all joining me again. Greg, thank you for joining us even though, hey, next time we have you on,
hey, I
need to
apologize,
make
sure,
man. Hey, all I gotta know is next time you better be ready. This show's for real. We play, it's all good. It's all fun. We have good time.
I totally apologize, man.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all love, man. I appreciate it. Hey, I thank everybody for joining us. I thank y'all for coming out today. Let's hope I win next week, because I'm telling you, if I don't win these bets next week, I'm telling you, I'm getting very, very disgruntled about all this money I'm losing to FanDuel. My wife, I have to make explanations now and this, that, and the other. So let's make sure. But, hey, it's about positive thinking, positive thought.
Yeah, and that mindset. You're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Mindset.
Speaking it into existence.
With Seattle. Yep.
So, hey, real quick, Greg, where can anybody reach you? Where can they catch you at?
Instagram, Way to Go Smiles. Spelled with a Z, not an S at the end. Our brand page is at Quotes by Many on Instagram, YouTube. And yeah, you could catch me at the store, 6375 Old Branch Avenue, Timber Hills, Maryland. I'm trying to think what else. And that's about it.
You in these streets, man. Living the life, brother. Hey, there's many events coming up for the future.
Yeah,
thank y'all.
We got one tomorrow, Halloween. We got one on Friday, the live podcast.
Okay.
Saturday we gonna be at a pop up in Fort Washington. I think it's like 9400. The Den.
It's the Den. Yeah, it's the Den in Fort Washington. Yeah. My wife done already told me we gotta go. So.
And Saturday, then Sunday we at downtown Locker Room having an event. I don't got the address to that, but
there's a lot of downtown locker rooms. We reach out at him at his Instagram. You can see it on the page. Make sure you check it out. Hey, man, thank y'all for coming through. It's another day, another beautiful episode. Thank y'all. You can catch us everywhere at Dad_Mentality. You can catch me on Twitch playing the game. I'm trying to get my game in, trying to get that up on the Beast One on Twitch. And it was a great day. God bless. Good night.
Thank you for